W, turn that shit to a big M. Check Rissy, I'm trying to buy me a big band. I can feel what's in store for me, my 6 cents. Biggest safe for my dollars plus a big fence. The key to leash is up out of the way.
Welcome guys, welcome to MB Procast. I'm your host Mandla, aka Mr. Boxing. So our guest today is not just a guest, is the friend of the show. Friends, hey, he's a friend of the show. We already covered part 1, where he introduced himself and all that, where is he from and when did he start boxing, all of that. So now we are here to sit down and cover the whole story of from when he started boxing until now. So guys, his name is Phumelela Cafu, aka The Truth. So guys, please forgive me, I'm a little bit nervous. Ngiyabona uKafu afuna ungena champ. Hola. The WBA title, the WBA champion. Aliasinda champ. Liasinda. Yeah, nale liasinda le. Liasinda kancane. Okay. Hayi nazo. Hayi champ ngiyalibona mfethu. And this is my second time seeing it, touching it. Well, the first time I couldn't touch it because, boy, baby, this journey abanye now, they were amused just to see it. So I was like, my turn will come. And guess what? My turn has arrived. I'm touching it, feeling it. So guys, nalibona liyashine lapha, yimi ngilisule. uKafu nje sekadinile lo. Isule for 2 months kuphela maqeda ukuwina. Otherwise champ. Easy champ. Ungangimind mfethu. I'm still gonna get used to this, and and then ngizoba nendlela introduce ama guests yabo feel special now because it's all about making the guests shine and comfortable and all that. So I'm still gonna get used to it, but otherwise ngiphethe amanzi lana. Ukuthi yabona sithambise lana ukoma khona, simanzise la ukoma khona.
Stay hydrated.
Exactly champ. And then this one is South African national title. Yeah. Boxing 5. Okay, nice one champ, nice one. And how many titles do you have?
I have 4 titles.
4 titles.
Yeah.
Alright champ. Without wasting no time, go part 1. To cover the show, how did you get the name, The Truth, WRP, when did you start boxing, and all of that, right? Singayithatha from lapho noma ukhetha ukuqalela phansi since sihleli phansi manje. And then take us through up until where we at right now in your career.
I think I'll start at the first point, but I won't go too deep.
Yeah.
I'm Phumelela, the Truth Cafu. Some call me Cafu.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Taken Village. Yeah, bro. And I started boxing when I was young. I used to follow my dad to the gym, go there and sleep, and then started training. But I think I made my first fight as a Namasha at the age of 7. I think, so after that, there was no turning back. I started boxing, then I turned professional in 2018. Ever since I turned professional, had 4 fights that year. The following year, fought for my first title, which was 2019, and that title was the WBF international title. So yeah, man.
Nice, champ. So saying that you used to walk with your father to the gym.
Yeah.
So your father, he was a boxer.
Yeah, I was also a boxer.
Yeah. And what motivated you to actually go with him to the gym every time? Did he call you, or you were just motivated?
Yeah, bro. And you know, when you're young and you see maybe your parent doing something, also want to do it. So that age I was young, just trying to get out of the house. I will try to go with my dad. So I enjoyed those moments, bro. So it was for me. It was just for fun. Never like I want to go to the gym and train. So I was there, maybe like hit a bed for a minute, then sit on the chair and fall asleep. So yeah, that's what I used to do up until I started training.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice, champ. And then, how was the journey? Of you as young as you were walking with your father? How far was the gym from Ekaya, and environment yalabo hlala khona benjani, like ekasi? Was it easy for you ukuthi uye gym as young as you were, nethama lakho bongenama distractions whereby mawucinga uhamba netime ukuthi okay kumele ngihambe netime ngejimini ngishaye back bese ngiyalala, noma ngihlale lana ngidlale namajimbosi yabo ezintwana vele?
The funny thing is about that, like apho sasihlala khona anytime I weren't allowed to play outside the yard, so besoloko siyadini. So for me to get out of the yard after I came back from school was exciting, because my father used to go to work, maybe come back around 4 or 5, I'm not sure, I think around 5. Then he would like pack his clothes to go to the gym, then I'll like jump in the car with him and go to the gym. So that's how it started. So I was like excited to get out of the house, get out of the yard and see people.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's how it went about. So yeah, it was kind of exciting for me at that point. I never like knew that one day I'll be a champion.
Yeah.
I was just doing that for
just
fun.
by doing that for
yeah,
fun. Yeah,
just to get out of the house. So
okay.
Yeah.
And what was the reason when you're coming back from school? What was the reason for you to not be able to go outside?
From my home, that's very rough. Where I'm from, you know, it's very rough. So
It's even rough for
yeah, bro. They were trying to protect me because, you know, mom, you learn like for instance, for instance, after I moved from my dad's, then went to stay in Tanzania. I first went to stay with my mom in Tanzania. So
that's where my mom's from.
Yeah, so I used to stay in Tanzania with my mom. And there also I wasn't like, not that I wasn't allowed to play, but my mom made sure I had the soccer ball to play in the yard, and PlayStation to play all the time. So they were trying to like to keep me indoors, you know?
Yeah.
Then from there on, I went to go stay with my granny also. So from there, that's when I got to experience the street life. Like I used to go out anytime I wanted because my granny used to love me a lot. So she would allow me to do anything.
So okay, kancane.
Yeah.
So when you were staying at home like bangavumeli being ngaphandle khona, how old were you?
I think it was about 6, 7, bro.
6, 7.
Yeah.
Damn. So kids at that age, they've already started like to do.
It's not that like that's where I'm going, bro. When I got out, like started to like I was about I think at that age of 9, 10 years old.
That's when you moved to your granny's house.
I've started boxing also, so I started having like fucked up role models, niggas who walk certain style, like you know,
just like a normal.
Yeah, just a normal style. So I started walking like them, started talking like them. So the thing that they were trying to protect me from, it's what I ended up like having the people that I looked up to it. So that's what they were trying to avoid.
Okay.
Good, I shouldn't like look up at that certain people, and I should have my own path. So I started having certain role models, but then my love for boxing didn't fade. So I started to go to the gym more often, but I was more like what could I say? More exposed to the street life. I've done some certain things as a kid, you know, then I'd be ashamed of what if my granny find out, so what if my mom find out about this. So yeah, and then my mom came to stay with, then I moved back to my mom before I moved to high school, stayed with her for about 2 years. Then we moved from Tanzania to Tankeni. So we stayed there. That was about 2013, I'm not sure, between 2013 and 2014.
What was the reason?
Right. Okay, it was family issues because my mom used to stay with my stepdad, so they had a fight. So my little brother's father. So my mom, since they had a fight, so she had to move from Tanzania to Duncan with me and my little brother. So that's where we stayed.
So when mamuva ekhaya labo
Yeah.
hamba khona nobaba nejimini,
Yeah.
you moved to your granny's
No,
house,
to my mom's
to your
house.
mom's house,
No.
where your granny also stayed.
No, my granny stayed in Duncan village.
So
Yeah.
okay,
The only reason why I moved to my granny is because of in Tanzania, since like
so move from kubaba waya kumama, and then
Kumama, yeah.
from kumama waya kugogo.
Ukraine, yeah.
Okay.
So the only reason there were like boxing gyms were far, there was no boxing gym around where I met. So since my mom, like I told her that I feel like since I was like starting to fall in love with the boxing, so I was like, nah, I want to box and all that stuff. So she didn't like the idea of me boxing. That's why I'm telling you, I had everything I need. I had a soccer ball, I had
Yeah.
a PlayStation 2. So everything that I needed was here, right here. So there's no need for me to go play outside and certain stuff. So even my friends used to play in my yard, and I used to play PlayStation most of the time. So
Yes.
I wasn't more in the streets, but yeah. And another thing is during the week I used to like take train to school. So I'll be up around 5:30, maybe leave the house I think to 6 or something. Then I'll be back from school. The school came out at 2, I think so, 12:02. But at home, I think I'll have to 5, past 4, late.
So you wake up what time?
I woke up around 5.
You used to wake up around 5-ish.
5-ish at that time.
Okay, and then
So-
get a train by.
The train, I think the train used to leave at half 6, between half 6. There was half 6 or 10 past 6. The thing is, it's a fucked up story, bro. The one time my mom got mad at me. There's the thing I didn't tell you that I come home late every time around 4-5. So I couldn't do my homeworks and certain stuff. And I used to have my older cousin, which used to Tracy. So we used to like she used to like do my homeworks for me, help me with my homeworks and stuff. So there's this one time, it was a weekend, man, and I came back Friday, we went to play, like I was playing the whole weekend. Then I remembered Sunday late that I had a homework to do. I think around 8-9, because I used to watch movies. Good movies on Sunday like TV at that time. So I used to watch movies. After I watched the movie, I was like, fuck, I have a homework. And I asked my cousin to help me, and my mom was mad, bro. Like, why would you only want to do the homework at this time? And my cousin, she didn't even help me. I must go to school, so that I can get punished for not doing the homework.
Okay. So when you come back from school, bo fear ngabo 4, 5.
4, 5.
And then when did you go with your dad to the boxing gym?
Kaloku ngoku ndihlala eMdantsane, I took train, but when I was staying, my dad used to stay in Spunzane, which is Duncan, like it's close to Duncan, it's close to school. I think it's a 10-minute drive from Spunzane to my dad's house to school in Spunzane, because he used to stay in Spunzane at that time.
Yeah.
So it's around Duncan.
Okay. So it didn't affect you move or mama to go to the gym?
No, kaloku when I was with my mom, I couldn't go to the gym
Anymore.
because in Tanzania, yeah.
Okay.
So there was no boxing gym close by. That's why I used to like have a soccer ball and play PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when I came late from school around 4-5.
Yeah.
So since I didn't have time to spend with my friends, and at that time at 5 o'clock, Dragon Ball Z are playing. So there's no time. You see, after Dragon Ball Z, maybe we play soccer with my friends or we play PlayStation.
In the yard.
Yeah, sometimes maybe on the streets, but it's not far. Like on the streets, like but I wasn't like far from home. I've never like. So that's the thing. She shouted at me why I didn't do the homework, and she told me like I must always do my homework when I come back from school and all that stuff. And I think that went on for a week. So what I did, instead of complaining that I didn't do my homework or it's coming back from school and doing my homework, I never since I used to take I think a training at 1/2 I started taking a training at 6:10.
Okay.
The training at 6:10, I used to get around 7. I think by 7:10, so there was a park
Shukuti, he trained the Tatis Kata
Yeah,
or
Tatis
was the school far from where you were staying?
Because for a car it will take about maybe like 25 minutes, but for a train it took about 55
Close to an
minutes.
hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was a park. So there was a friend of mine.
So you're not
falling
falling asleep in the train,
No,
like waking up at.
My mom used to make sure I go to sleep early. Because you were a kid, bro. You told what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so, yeah.
And
so,
you were 11,
yeah,
12.
11, 10, something like that.
But it was a normal thing to travel alone.
Yeah, not alone, bro. I wasn't going alone. There were like, I had one of my best friends, what when I used to go to school at St. John's. He had a brother, so it was me, his brother, my cousin, because my cousin used to go to school at Alfandine. And I used to go to school at Phumelela Primary, so it was me, him, and their mom. So yeah, so we could go together every time.
So I'm thinking mina la eJozi ne dala ema training bokungekho safe la bonenkunzi abanye bayagova itrain bafuna ukugibela bangabhadalanga amathithe and what not. So just that alone wasn't safe for like abantu abadala. So for abantwana, how was the situation of the train?
For me, bro, like I've never got marked like anywhere.
Up until this day.
Up until this day, bro. But
Damn,
one day, some niggas tried to rob us, me and my friend. That's when my friend got shot. He's also a boxer, but nothing happened to him.
Okay.
Got shot in the leg. But I've never like got actually marked, bro.
Yeah.
Like some niggas tried, but they never like. Because I'm from the hood, I know how thugs operate. Because I used to roll with some of the niggas. Yeah, so I know when they're doing something, they also fear what you're gonna do.
Especially for Bali,
yeah. So as a mentality of a boxer, and I'm from the hood, I knew how to stand up for myself. I knew how to talk to them. So as soon as they approach me, if they approach me, they gotta say something. Then they know that they'll hear what I say, and they'll be like, "Oh, maybe it's one of us," something like that, bro.
Yeah.
So the homework thing is,
Tell me.
I used to go we used to take a train at 6:30. So I started. If I know I didn't do my homework, I'd make sure I take a train at 6:10.
Yeah.
With my friend, the one that used to stay, but he wasn't staying at. I used to stay at 3, and he was staying at 9.
Okay.
In Tanzania. So, but we went to the same school, we were in the same class. So we used to take a train, an early train, then go to the park, do our homeworks.
Was the park close to school?
Yeah, it was close to school. I think 5 or 7 minutes away from school.
Okay.
So that way we were like stay in the park and do our homeworks. So we make sure we go to school. So
you want to try school and man figure your homework is one.
No, right, school it was bad. So
your school was disciplined. What school was it?
Phumelela Primary School, bro. Phumelela Primary School.
Yeah. Is it still standing?
It's still standing.
Yeah.
It's still standing.
Nice, dog.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. I used to as a kid I was more disciplined than I am right now. Cause bro.
So clearly your parents did a great job.
Yeah, bro. I won't say my
raising
parents.
you up.
My mom, bro, like shit.
Okay.
Man. She did an awesome job, bro. Because I never spent a lot of my time with my dad. I think the gym thing was only about 2 months or maybe a year.
Oh.
So
you were already interested in boxing, or you got interested while you were with your dad?
I got interested. I was already interested in boxing because, even when I stayed with him, he used to when he's going to. So he had all of his friends were boxers. So whenever he went to visit me, he would be there with his friends. And as a kid, man, like I said, you watch everything. So I used to like how they roll. Maybe take me along. Maybe when one of them is fighting. So they introduced me to that before he even took me to the gym.
To the gym, yeah.
So yeah.
So okay. So if you didn't if you didn't get introduced to boxing by your dad, how did you get introduced to boxing?
That's
the first time, or is it?
I was still young, bro. But like I'm saying, they used to take me to their fights. So my dad, that's why I'm saying my dad introduced me to boxing.
Oh, your dad introduced.
Because he used to pull up with his friends, maybe when there's a fight, to take me there to
Okay.
go watch a fight.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then explain how is the situation East London church in boxing? Is it like Ebola, let's say East London, or is it just like Lane Gauteng in boxing? Like you get a tournament, okay, people will come and by advertiser corner, especially social media, or is it a different world, East London? Because I hear abantu bathi vele boxing iqhamuka
East London, bro, boxing is everything.
uyabona ama-billboards
No billboards, no nothing. No, we don't even advertise. It's only brand new land about advertise on socials, tournaments.
so
and stuff.
i-boxing shuthi islandane iduma ngokuthi wonke umuntu nje ifamily leya family yaziwa
That's the
into
thing.
yakhona
Boxing, bro, it's London. Like when I was like ngobeni semncane yabo. So I used to go to the gym, and we used to fight almost every weekend. Almost every weekend, bro. We're fighting almost every weekend. You see, like, but they take time because they gotta advertise the tournament and make sure like people pull up. There, bro, like from even like at the mall, you can like try to get a space there, put a ring.
yeah.
Like the boxing tournament can go on. So that's how they.
It's a norm thing.
Yeah. So even like when you go buy bread, there's a boxing tournament, so we stand there and watch. So that's how we.
So they kind of like have normalized it.
Yeah.
Asinto mhlambe abafuna ukwenza imali ngayo ukuze bayenze kuqala. They are just doing it out of love.
Yeah, they're
and
just doing it.
like a culture type of thing.
And growing up in the hood is tough, right? So that's why I'm saying like the boxing to us as a norm. Growing up in the hood, it's tough. There was a thing when we grew up. There was a thing, Bana. The older guys would show up. We were just playing. We're enjoying our time.
What hood?
Tangan Village.
Dangle Village, yeah.
Yeah. The older guys would just pull up and be like, "Kubano no isa nonke." Yeah, so who beats you all? Yeah, and they be like, no, we don't, me and Ban having 48, so we're not sure. And they'll be like, fight right now, we want to see who's gonna win. And you, and they'd give you.
And you say this is
they'd give you a stick and say this is your mom, and they'd give him a stick and say, what would you do to your mom? Then you watch the other nigga doing some crazy shit to your mom, and you do the same. So you get angry, but why was you a kid, bro? So you start fighting. Yeah, but that says something is a bit. They stand like those, then you hit the other guy hits, and then the other guy hits me, so I'm gonna hit you. So you mustn't like hit the other guy, you must also hit me if you're not scared of me. So so that's how. So you had to know how to fight, bro. So that's when like too many dudes started playing boxing, because it's different when you're fighting someone that doesn't know how to fight and someone that knows how to fight.
Okay.
So yeah.
So boxing is kind of like something that you had to do just to survive in the street.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
I know too many boxers, bro, that were good and started marking people with boxing, bro. For real, hit the nigga with the left hook and take all his cash. That's not the niggas that I know, but I won't mention them. But yeah,
The thing is that I'm a stand-up comedian. I know get some jokes about Xhosa people ukuthi bazokubamba inkunzi nge-boxing. Hey, EP04 wona jab EP04.
Not even a jab, and they will hit you with a thrust and a left hook and all the guys.
Also, it is true. It's not just a joke. It's straight. Just says.
So boxing, it's the way of surviving, man.
Damn.
It's the way of surviving.
And then, how are the opportunities of boxing that side?
Very bright, but there are too many opportunities. Because I think too many promoters know that that's where the market of boxing is.
Yeah.
So it's easy for me. Like I was telling you, without even a promoter, when I first turned pro, I got four professional fights, and I fought a 10 round at the same year. I turned professional.
Yes.
My first fight was a 10 round. So fourth fight. I fought 10 rounds, fighting a veteran, Koman.
Yeah.
He was an experienced guy, veteran, and I KO'd him in round 2. And I was scared of taking that fight because I used to be a junior fly, used to gym, but I was struggling to make. I've always struggled with weight. I was struggling to make junior fly. So my coach said there's this opportunity. They want you to fight Dalisizo Kobani because I told them that you can make fly. You're a flyweight now. And I was like, nah, I'm not a flyweight, not yet. And he was like, nah, you're struggling to make well. Then you're gonna have more power as a flyweight.
Okay, yeah, it's one advantage. Yeah,
so you should move up. So I was like, okay. Yeah, we started like taking like more, trying to build my power more, and
okay. Before we continue on the professional part, right?
Yeah.
Take us through the first day you decided to okay, as young as you were, but take us through from that time when you decided okay, now I think I wanna pursue professional, pursue boxing, not just professional, but pursue boxing as an amateur. Because on part one you said disc.
Yeah. It's when I first was in high school. I was in when I got to high school, I was in grade 8. So in the intercom they called guys who want to play soccer should go to a certain room, guys who want to play certain sports should go to a certain room. So I went to soccer guys and we were there, and they're like, okay, since some of us knew ourselves, because as primary, we used to play together in primary against each other sometimes.
Yeah.
So I knew certain dudes that were good. So I was like, it's gonna be tough making it to the team. But I knew I had a chance of making it to the team, bro. So and then we started training and then they started selecting their friends for the squad and all this stuff, and I couldn't play. I was like, nah, I'm not built for that. I'm not gonna sit at the bench and wait for my time to shine, bro. That's not me. Yeah, bro. So I was like, nah.
Knowing Guti Vele, you have skills in boxing, in soccer.
Because I used to go to school with colored dudes, so most of them the colored dudes would pick colored dudes. Yeah, but it's like that, bro. Because they are friends, they stay together and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I got it. They were good, but I was also good. But I think I deserved a chance. So I knew I'm not gonna get a chance anytime soon. So I started to be like, nah. So that's when I thought, nah, let me box instead.
Okay.
Paid more attention to boxing, then I boxed as a martial box.
And how was your first fight as an amateur?
That wasn't my first fight, bro. I've always said plenty fights, but that's when I
decided
that I'm boxing now.
Okay. And you were 13, 14?
14 when I got to high school.
14.
Yeah, 14
and then you were 14 years old when you decided, okay, I'm just gonna pursue boxing only. It's soccer, basically. And then boxing back on school?
No, there was only soccer and rugby.
Okay, so that means boxing boy tuna after school.
Yeah, after school.
Yeah. Okay, and then the fight, how did the fight go? Makotuk decided, okay, right now I'm just gonna focus in boxing. How was the fight that you got after deciding that you're gonna become a boxer now? How did the fight go?
Remember, after I decided I'm gonna box when I was in grade 8, I think I was coming back from 2-year rest or 3 years without boxing.
At all?
Yeah, 2 or 3
training,
years.
nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. So went back to the gym and I fought too many fights that year. I think I fought about 17 or 16 fights, but I only got one loss. And that was from Kanyiso Siko. He was still here. He was one of the great boxers we had at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only loss I got. That
out of
year.
17?
Out of the 17 or 16.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's the only loss I got that year. And it was, we were fighting in trials, so they were making the Eastern Cape team, so yeah, I lost to him semi-finals.
Wow, champ, well done, man. And when you took that 2 years or 3 years break, so because we really love boxing, so we'll call it a break. Because we'll azange ukwite, right? Yeah. So were you rated silver, gold, red, green book, or anisebenzisa into lezo ne?
At that time, there was no silver, and Dream Book was just a Dream Book. You just record your match of fights.
Only. Okay, there were no rankings.
Yeah, but I knew I was one of the good boxers because, like I was saying, like as an amateur, I have about 117 fights, 7 losses. Only 7 losses.
Wow. Okay, 7 losses. Okay, sharp. So the year you decided, okay, I'm only gonna focus in boxing, soccer, bye. They never chose you. Always prepping the bench. The first year you got about 16 or 17 fights.
Yeah.
You lost 1, and then you couldn't make it to the team.
Yeah, to the team.
Yeah, and then on that year you won. Let's say you won 16 fights, right?
Yeah.
Who was the toughest besides the one that you lost to?
I'd say the toughest was Balungile Muzan. The Balungile Muzan was one of the good boxers, and I fought him after that. I think that was actually my first fight coming back from boxing, because I remember nobody knew me at that time, because it's been a while since I boxed, bruh. So I'm coming from Dansan, now I'm on the road again, and I'm about to make my first fight, as they think.
Yeah.
So, but my coach knows me, so he was like, "Nah, give him anyone." So you know how they match in East London, the way they matchmake, they be like, "Nah, didn't box ifikayo." So he's still new, give him someone new. Nah, like boxer is experienced, so you can give him anyone. So it was like that, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So Ubal I think he was a silver medalist in Eastern Cape, something like that. So I was gonna fight him. So his coach came to me and asked, you know Muzani, you know the guy that you're gonna fight. So Yamaz Muzani, something like that. I was like, yeah, Yamaz. Because I knew we went to the same primary school, Lubal. But now we're in high school, in different high schools. So I was like, I never.
So maybe not that close.
No, we weren't even close. But I never knew Balu boxer. So I was like, but Yamaz Balu boxer. So I was still shocked by why they're giving so much respect to him. But I've never heard that he was a boxer when we were in primary school. So I was like, yo, I'm better than knockout. I'm still a kid, but I'm like, nah, no ways, bro. I was like, no ways.
As long as I feel like butterflies.
Yeah, bro.
Nicks and all, because we knew nothing about him.
Nothing.
Boxing.
So I was still shocked. I only my man only came back when we were about to step in the ring, and I saw him. I was like, okay, tall, he's ripped. I was like,
he's been training,
bro. I'm like, okay. But I still have that at back of my head, but I've never seen this nigga box, man. Always, So, okay, we went in the ring. We're not even in the rings. We were fighting in desks, bro. In desk, there was desk. That's how we fight. In East London, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah. The tournament,
desk, bro. As many fights that I had fights in desk. Yeah, you only fighting in the ring when there's medals. It's medals or trials. That's the only time you'd fight in the ring. Or maybe there's a tournament there's a debate between Tanzania and Tankin.
Yeah.
So it will be quite 8. That's the only time we fought in the ring.
Should we set up a ring? Set up a ring.
It was a crash. We fought in a crash, bro. Like we put on desk and we
these
fought.
Things are holding us back, Mos.
Yeah.
These things are holding us back. That's why y'all were able to like cover more fights.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we fought almost every weekend.
Less effort, yeah. Damn.
So I stepped into the ring and I fucked up bad, bro. And everyone was shocked. But who is this?
So okay, on the floor, was it just floor or y'all had something soft in your hand?
It's a mat, and then there's this. And it was a crash, bro. It's a small space. It's full. It's hot. Oh, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, you're kidding. I'm a boxer.
Yeah, but full, bro. Packed. Boxers, people that want to watch.
Yeah.
And when the fight is crazy, and when the fight is hot, he would bang the desk and say, please go to round 4. And the fight would go to round 4. For real, bro, that's what used to happen when we fought.
They would allow that.
They would allow that.
Association.
Yeah. Bro, they would allow that the fight would carry on to round 4.
I feel like boxing is genuine, man. That's why I'm a boxer. It's like the national insurance.
It's fun, bro. Yes. And you know, Bana, when you get punch in your face and you moving back and you hear the desk hitting, you hear it like, oh.
I feel so soft right now. I feel like you box on yourself.
It's crazy, bro. That's yeah. So
Yes, yes. So you guys are like mold differently from Gauteng boxers.
we just they want to fight.
Okay, yeah, and then he steps in the ring. You see, he's tall, he's ripped.
Yeah.
And then you be like, "Hey, that's a boxer." And then
I was like,
I'm a butterfly, but so I call it up. Oh, you're just.
I was like, now we're gonna fight. That's what came into my head. Okay, I was like, okay, now we're gonna fight. And I remember they said shake hands, and he smiled at me. I was like, I'm not gonna smile back. I'm not in the mood, bro. I'm not gonna smile back. Well, they said you're gonna knock me out, and I can see that you have the potential to do. You see, bro? So I was like, I'm not smiling back. Ain't no way. Yeah. But I think he knew that I used to box at the back of his mind because he showed respect from the first round.
Okay.
I think he knew. So, yeah, man, the fight went on and I won the fight.
Wow. So, and then I'm a judge the other corner, I'm a judge out there.
Yeah,
and then they didn't bang the desk for round 4.
It wasn't that type of fight, bro.
Okay.
But I won the fight.
Nice. But he was a tough one.
Yeah, it was a tough fight, bro.
Yeah.
I won it.
Nice, man. Nice. Respect for facing a tough opponent who was still like active after you left boxing for 2 or 3 years and you still put up a good fight.
You know what's crazy, bro? Every time I rest, I rest and after I've not been active, I always like go out against a tougher guy. I remember like I rested for 2 years as a professional and I came back and I fought Jackson Chawuk. That's when my first fight I fought after resting for 2 years. Now I've been resting I haven't fought for about 8-7 months. I'm going up against a tough guy that is 21 fights, 1 loss and 20 wins. So it's crazy, bro.
And how many knockouts he has?
So not just have that of the punch. I think it's about 10, 11 knockouts.
Okay.
So but it is speed. But what I'm trying to say is I've always had to prove myself, man. I've always had to prove myself, and I think I'm going to prove myself now that I belong in the big stages. Now, I'm also one of the great South African boxers that they have here, and I will become a world champion, man. That's on God.
I believe in you, champ. For the few months that I've known you, and observing you and reading you as a person, and also watching you as a boxer, you have that will. And that's what it takes. Where there is will, there's a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so do you believe, Uguti, right now you're comfortable on facing tough opponents after taking a break?
Yeah, bro.
You're comfortable now.
I believe so. I'm not scared of anyone, bro. I'm not scared of anyone. And I've been calling these guys out.
Yeah.
I've been calling them out. I called Martinez out. The IBF world champion. That's the fight that I was hoping to get, but I got Tanaka instead.
Okay. Wait. So we have a step a match, and then you fought this guy, and then Walandela I'm a fighter on guy City 15. Yeah, and then Kuba Onke, and then you qualified to participate in the squad, and then you made it up to finals.
After Skulman,
it's a match. The first year. I think the first year you got 17 or 16 fights.
I only made it to in Island when they make let me start. When they make a professional team, they first make I'd say what can I say? There's in Tanzania, there's Dangen Village. Dangen Village goes along with this Punzan. So before they make a team there was amateur at that time. So they made the municipalities. So Buffalo City couldn't stand alone. Buffalo City stood with amateur at that time. So before to make it to a Buffalo City team, you've got to beat guys that are from Tanzania because there's going to be first fight like as a Duncan in a hole, then they select 2 in the weight division.
Okay.
So if maybe there's about 6 or 8 guys in your division here in Duncan, Duncan combined with this Punza and you beat all the guys, and then there'll be 2 left. Then that 2 is going to fight guys from Tanzania and guys from Tanzania anyway. Like there is a 3rd place, I think so. Tanzania in some sort of place. So there. to make it to a Buffalo City team, you've got to beat all the guys, and there's gonna be 2 left.
Yeah.
So after that 2, you go to Amateur. To make it to the Amateur, there's gonna be Buffalo City versus Amateur.
Okay.
Amateur, and then if you win there's gonna be 2 boxers that are gonna go to the Eastern Capes to make it to the Eastern Cape team. So you fight there, you become in the top 2, and then you made it to the Eastern Cape team. You're gonna go to the nationals.
So how far did you make it?
I've only that first year.
Yeah.
I made it as far as making it to the Buffalo City. It's crazy because in that year, me and Matita must come from Duncan Village. The both of us come from Duncan, so we went to Tanzania to make the team. So I thought maybe because Matita fought, I fought, the other guys fought, and then the other guys that were in division was Utasa. Utasa was one of the good boxers. Utasa and who else? I think it was Umlung. Was Umlung? Yeah, it was Umlung. I forgot his name, but he's a twin. At that time. You know, when you fight, when you know you're gonna fight like a dude from Tanzania, you know, but it's war. So I was expecting to fight maybe Utasa or maybe Mlungu.
Yeah.
But they gave me Matita, and to me that didn't make sense. That didn't make sense because we both came from the same place, so we were supposed to fight one of the guys. But what I thought is they were curving Matita because Matita was good, bro.
Okay.
So they were curving Matita. So instead of making Matita fight one of their own guys, they made Matita fight me.
And they been too.
Was it that still the same? It's still the same. So it wasn't even the finals.
The finals, yeah.
So it
was that allowed though?
Everything is possible to them.
And then they represent the India.
Yeah, they call the shots, so I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
So and then I lost, so yeah.
And how did you feel about that? Like did you take it normally or internormally?
It's normal, bro. You know you're gonna fight anyone. You know who's gonna fight, and I was even shocked when I heard that I'm fighting him.
So you were shocked. Do you think you was shocked?
I'm not sure. I wasn't shocked, bro. That's what I'm saying. I
wasn't shocked.
You knew certain
that. For it, yeah.
You see, bro, from in East London, it's crazy, bro. But things like that happen. At that time, before you all even fought, they knew the truth that's gonna be in the team. Already.
Sure.
Before you all even fought, bro. So it was like that, bro. So. Yeah, it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it.
It is what it is, like, man. So
if I'm officials, then what happens if Mshanga knock out?
Then there's no way they can put him on. It's crazy. I've seen some crazy shit right now, Marsh. You know, one time there was other guy who used to train with us. Phumelela Cafu. For let me rather not call names, man, because it's gonna trigger some people. It's gonna trigger some people, but let me not call names. So this guy that I just mentioned was in the team.
Yeah.
In the Eastern Cape team, so they were gonna go. It was in the portfolio, so they were gonna go to the Eastern Capes. I'm not sure if they were gonna go. It was a long time, so I'm not sure if they were gonna go to the Eastern Capes or they were gonna go to the nationals. So you know what they told him. It wasn't. I'm not sure it was him and who. But it wasn't only him.
Yeah. They
told him that the bus is gonna pick them up at the Gonpo, so they should be there at a certain time. Then they were there. The bus didn't show up, so they didn't make it to the team. They went there, and when the bus didn't show up, there was a guy that was already there for his place. Is that a coincidence?
Sure. That's what happened to me in 2022. That's what happened to me 2022.
Is that a coincidence, bro?
I play me. And that's painful.
So it's crazy, you know. I've never compete in the national games. I've never went to the Asian Games. Never made it to the Asian Games. Never, bro.
So they always knew. In other words, because you always participated to make it there.
For me, it wasn't like they always knew. For me, it was kind of tough because I was always like in the division where like it's packed like they like I'm saying, bro. Like
also they gave you a fair opportunity to.
I wouldn't say I was like left out of the team. I can't complain about it.
Okay.
I fought good guys and I was beat by better position.
People deserve it.
People deserve it. Yeah. I can't complain because I remember this one time when I last fought trials. It was when I last fought under Buffalo City. Let me just put it like that.
Yeah.
Last fought Buffalo City.
Buffalo City is the capital city, no?
No, it's a municipality.
Oh, municipality. Okay. Yeah.
So I fought Usive, the world champion.
Yeah.
So the first.
So you fought him already.
Yeah. So
because I remember on part 1 what's I in feature
So we fought. Wow, he beat me. So
was it a good fight?
A good fight, right? It was fair. I lost fairly. That's why I'm not complaining. So I lost fairly, and they were like, okay, the following week they're gonna make it because that was the first time they introduced the thing that. So there's only 46 and upwards will compete at the Eastern Capes. So that's what the first time they introduced. So I was fighting at 46, but my natural weight was around 43, 42. Okay. But I had to make it to the team. I had to make 54, so I could fight it. So I could make it to 46 because it's 44 to 56.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Oh, and and.
I wasn't really.
Yeah,
just to make it. But I lost, Brian. I lost fairly, Brian. He beat me. I won't even complain.
So you didn't feel baby heavy.
No, Brian. No, Brian. He won the fight. Because I wanted to fight them. If he was heavy, which means I wasn't gonna make it to the Eastern Capes either, because I was also gonna fight heavier guys.
Okay.
So yeah, it was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to compete there, and I lost the
risk we take as boxers.
Yeah, I lost the fight, bro. So I couldn't complain. And when you lost to someone good, you like, at least you fought. It was a good fight. So
yeah,
I knew it was okay. It was a good fight then.
And how does it feel to fight Lunchi?
At
that point, at that stage, amateur.
Right, it was crazy because it was one of the stars. So
it's been good.
Well, it's been good, but he was schooling us as amateurs. I won't lie, bro. So he won the fight. Then the following week, they told me that they're gonna make a team for 43 so that we could make it to the Eastern Capes.
Okay.
And I fought the other guy, Usiakola Kuse.
Multi 43 to 43 kgs.
43 kgs. So it's 41 to 43 kgs.
Yeah.
So I fought Usiakola Kuse. He's one of the national champions at the moment. Show it. So I fought the guy and I beat him. So I made it to the Eastern Cape team. So when we got to the Eastern Capes, I was okay. I was gonna fight, cause we also fought a friendly with, was it Free State or something like that. But we fought a friendly at Isanda and I won. So I was like, okay, now I'm really in the team and stuff. So
yeah.
So when we got to the Eastern Capes, no man, it was in the Free State. Was it Free State? I'm not sure, but there was a friendly with other. I'm not sure with other provinces or what. I think it was a friendly with other provinces.
Yeah, but called a friendly boxing.
Yeah, it's a friendly you'd call other province, maybe a certain province. Yeah, and then bro.
Okay.
Good. Then I fought. Then I was in the team. Then when I got there, they were like, "Now 43 isn't fighting." So I couldn't compete at the Eastern Capes. Because I was underweight, or I was doing 43, so they said I can't fight.
Yeah.
So.
And how did you feel?
Fucked up. I said. Because to 46 there was already someone. There were people. I think there was Usive and Katlakir. So the two people at 46. So nobody I can't make it because there are already people
there.
And I lost.
Yeah.
So,
okay. And then how many medals did you like
Did I-
collect? Yeah.
I had plenty of
trophies.
medals, I had
And
plenty-
trophies as well.
not plenty trophies. I think as in a match I had about
Oh.
two trophies. Yeah,
Yeah.
two, but I had plenty medals.
Just ngama-medals kuphela ama-trophy.
Yeah.
Ngahluleka ukuwawina.
You know, bro. Okay. I was a good boxer, ne?
Yeah.
But there were like plenty boxers gooder than me, like better than me. But I knew like they knew also if they face me it's gonna be a tough fight.
Okay.
It's crazy, bro, because it's funny. Not like ish. It's crazy, bro. Like only like small portion of us made it to become champions. You know, so.
Is it cause most of them look amateur, or is it?
Some of them turn professional, and they were just not fortunate. That's what I can say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what happened, but I don't think they were fortunate enough.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like I was fortunate.
Okay. So you finish your amateur, right?
Yeah.
With a record of 100,
117.
117 and 7 losses.
7 loss.
Draws?
Yeah,
Bangina ma-draws with
Yeah,
amateur.
it was well called. Bruh, like I'm telling you, there were tough fights at that time.
Yeah.
Tough fights.
Oh, no, that was damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a guy that I've drawn the fought how many times? 2 times. And we had 2 times. 2, 3. 2 times. Yeah, 2 times. And it's 2 times.
And then the draw lawo kade kuyi-3 rounds or
3 rounds.
bebabhenga itafula kwaba yi-4 rounds.
It doesn't usually happen like don't being full. It's when like maybe like when you like more experience around those divisions,
Okay.
48, 40, the big guys, when you
Okay.
go, yeah,
Okay.
maybe like three the second last bout, or maybe the third last bout, before the last bout, or the last bout.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know it's
Wonke umuntu vele
yeah.
sekayahla and lamabhoxa sewabukele
Yeah,
manje. Yeah,
so-
so it's more entertaining.
Yeah, it was bouts like that.
And then futhi the way aba-matcha ngakhona ba-make sure ukuthi the interesting fighters babekele
Yeah,
ekugcineni.
yeah. Most of fights in this London.
They're interesting.
I was watching the tournament here Lapa the last time.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad tournament, but
The person, it wasn't a bad one.
it wasn't a bad. It was a good
It was
tournament.
very interesting.
But bruh, compared to what we have in this London, it's crazy, bruh. It's crazy, bruh. Yabona xa uyapha ubukela ama-shows you'll be like, whoa,
Nothing really pro.
whoa. It's crazy, bruh. It's crazy. Punch selection.
Yeah.
IQ, everything, from the young guys. So
I have to visit. Mhlampe
Yeah.
yabo nami I can.
yeah,
But
it's-
otherwise, right now you are helping me out. Shout out to him. He's helping me out there and there.
yeah.
And I highly appreciate it. In fact, I highly
So
do.
much,
And I'm just a student.
Yeah.
Noma ngaba
I'm
champion,
still
I'll
learning.
forever learn. Yeah. Guys, I'd like to take this break and say thanks to Brokier for sponsoring this episode, and give a shout out to Box Camp for sponsoring us with the venue. We highly appreciate it. And yeah, let's get it. So let's move again to professional. Decide nini ukuthi manje ngizothena pro nangaki? What's the year?
I think I was decided to turn up pro. I was 18 years old,
Okay.
doing grade 11.
Okay.
Doing grade 11, so I was like, now I'm turning pro. And,
You already knew ukuthi pro kunemali. You already knew ukuthi kehlekeza pro. You knew people.
the choice that I knew that I'm gonna be a professional boxer, I made it when I was in grade 9. Cause I felt like grade 9 because I wasn't like serious at school. I used to be the guy that played a lot, made jokes. Then I failed, bro. So my dad said I could.
So you were a class clown there.
Not really a class clown, but something like that, bro. I knew how to entertain. When there's no teacher, I'll be there making jokes, making playful. school.
Yeah.
You see, so I felt with 9, yeah. So my mom was mad at me. Told my dad that I failed. I want to change school because since I was a clown, it's crazy, but I wasn't even studying because I never knew I could fail because I've never studied for exams up until I was in grade 11. Grade 11 is the only time I ever studied.
Okay.
So growing up until leading to grade 9, I never studied for exams.
And yet more pass.
Yeah, I've been passed. And my mom would always be like, "Pasa njani ungafunda?"
Oh, bekabona.
Yeah. "Pasa njani ungafunda?" Ngiyafunda, ngiqaqolele. Yabo? So that's the thing. So when I felt she was mad at me, I went and and all this stuff. And I was like, at the first time when she showed me my report about Chodile, I didn't care. But I was like, okay, put it there. It hit me a week. I think the same week that the schools were about to open, I was like, fuck. Yeah, going back to school, going back to grade 9. She's like, yes, you go back to school. And I was like, nah, I called my dad, bro. I want to change schools. I'm not going back there. I want to change schools.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, you can go to PCC. I was like, yeah, fuck. That's good. I'm going to PCC. I'm not going back there. Yeah. I told my mom. Told my mom that my dad doesn't. He's gonna take me to PCC.
Yeah. To
a college. So I'm cool with it. Yo, my mom lost it, bro. You're crazy. Your dad is a matric. You went to varsity and you wanna go to college. What? She was like, no, you're not going to college. So you're going back to school.
And the color is
yeah. So you're going back to school. I was like, man. Yeah, she's my mom, bro. What can I say? I had to listen to her. Yeah, mom. The first day I got that, schools, bro. In my high school, they used to be like, they'd call all the learners. So they'd call all the grade 9 into a certain spot. So if you're doing grade 9, you're gonna stand there and I'm there with new kids and the niggas that failed with them. We hear. Then they call your name to a certain class. So you go to that class and all that shit, bro. So first day it was tense, bro.
Yeah.
It was tense. I wasn't even like. But the thing is that there were also dudes that failed, bro. But to me it was kind of embarrassing because I never thought I'd fail. In primary, I wasn't too smart, but I was in the top 10 of the clever students.
Okay.
So especially in maths, I was very good in maths. So I never thought I'd fail, bro. So now that I've failed, it hit me so hard. But I was like, yeah, man, is it like this? Okay, some guys are hip. The guys that failed, they just like nothing happened. It's the first day. They already I was like,
they're already used to be accepted. They're free. Yeah.
To me, but kind of like, man.
And why do you think is that? In pinches there's nothing, and it only hit you. Why do you think is that?
Because, bro, I never thought I'd fail, and I wasn't happy with me failing.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't studying, but I wasn't happy with the fact that I failed.
So you knew you are smart.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, bro. And I think so. So the following year, I told my mom I want to go to the initiation school. So she said, if you want to go, you must make sure you pass. So if you fail, you're not gonna go. That's as close how we become men. So I wanted to be a man. And she told me there could never be a man that's doing grade 9. You'll never see that. So in order for you to be a man, you've got to pass. I was like, fuck. Then I started because since I was telling you I was good at maths, so I think I failed maths. To fail, I failed maths. Failed Afrikaans. That was the first time I failed Afrikaans. I'm not sure about the other subject. But I think I failed 3 subjects and I got level 1.
Yeah.
Got level 1. I was like, So I was like, since I was smart in maths, so I had that mentality as smart, so I didn't study maths, and although I was introduced to solving X at that time, so
pure maths.
yeah, so I started like paying attention to it, like studying, even though I wasn't studying as hard, but I was started like paying more attention because I want to pass.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even as a clown as I was. So I was starting to pay more attention, then I passed, became a man, went to grade 10, then started with my climbing ways again.
They never stop.
but at least now it was more like I wasn't it was more like
Calculated,
chill. Yeah, because now I'm a man, so I'm chill, but here and there make jokes. Then yeah, bro. So from there, after all, I was telling you, when I failed, I was like, okay, my mom doesn't want me to go to college. She wants me to continue with school. I was like, okay. I look at my dad. She said my dad had matric. He went to varsity, passed. And my dad is a qualified mechanic. He used to have a huge book there. It's crazy, Brian. It's good at what it does, but you would see.
Car mechanic.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to me, it didn't have money, bro. To me, for you to tell me you're successful, you gotta have money, bro. Like, gang money, bro. So to me, it was like, okay, so I'm gonna go to school, study. What am I gonna do?
At grade 9, you asking yourself.
At grade 9. What am I gonna do? Because growing up, every time when someone asks, what do you want to be? I want to be a doctor. So now it hit me now. Okay, what am I gonna do? I'm not thinking about being a doctor anymore. Because, for example, I failed maths without it. Like, I wasn't studying, but I failed. Yeah. Which means in grade 10, I'm going to do pure maths. I must do pure maths in order to be a doctor. Yeah. So those things hit me, bro, because I'm starting to realize life. I'm starting to take life seriously now. So what am I going to do? Am I going to be a doctor? Hell no. So what am I going to do? Am I going to be a policeman? Policemen earn about 15K a month. Hell no. So I'm playing it in my head, but yeah. So since I used to, I'm a boxer, so I used to watch boxing, and I fell in love with Komanisi. I used to love Komanisi, the way boxing thing. So I used to watch him and be like, oh, okay. I used to see him when I see his posters, like wear the dress, and okay, he's good. Then I saw Floyd Mayweather.
When was that? 20?
I think it was 2016, because it was after I failed. I'm doing great. 2015. Sorry, 2015, bro. 2015.
Mini Park.
Yeah. 2015. I'm not sure it was before, but I was used to follow Floyd Mayweather, but I wasn't into his flashy style and all. But I started paying more, and now I wanted to weigh my options, bro. I think that's why I paid more attention
to boxing, and Floyd Mayweather's lifestyle,
paid more attention to Floyd Mayweather. Wow.
He did all that with boxing?
Wow. You
That's how it was to eat the success.
I was starting to be like, now this is money. Imagine, now this is money.
So you weighed the mechanicals like the Tatako, you weighed it dogs, and it's
too much.
Yeah, and then
I weighed being a policeman, I was like, I couldn't earn 15K a month. No way. Yeah. So I was like, nah.
Let me see
also
boxing.
Not in boxing. From that day on, so yeah, that's when I realized, I'm gonna box. So after that, that's when when I told you, like in grade 10, I was always late at school. My mom knows I was always late, but since I'm a smooth talker, I used to take my way into school, my way into detention, my way out of detention, and bro. So I did not, bro. So as soon as I knew how to maneuver my way through things, I became too comfortable being late. It was the norm to me, because I knew. So yeah, bro. Then grade 11, I was 18, grade 11. So I approached my coach. Coach, I want to turn professional. And I didn't even have an idea at that time. Okay, went to the test where they test you if you can be a professional. Passed. And then as I was waiting for my ID, I never told my mom that I went to the test.
Yeah?
As I told her.
I support
yeah. So manje ngabuya endlini ezipasile ndiyango. They are all so I had to take so for me to tell I had to take her for me so we can go do my ID. Yeah.
So in order for you to turn pro, they needed your ID.
Yeah, I needed my ID.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, ish, I've turned pro and I need my ID. She was like, no, there's no way to turn pro, but we are gonna do your ID because you're gonna need your ID for my trick next year.
Okay.
So we went to do my ID and I was like, why mustn't I take pro? And she said, you must first have my trick, then you can do whatever you want with your life.
Okay.
Yeah, well, because there was it's crazy, but there was Kabula. Have you ever heard about Kabula Babas?
I haven't. Was he a boxer?
Yeah, but we stay in the same streets. He's one of the greatest boxer, legend, bro. Greatest boxer Tangan ever had. He's undefeated, but he never what can I say, bro? He never made it to where he wanna be, but he was a
well-known boxer. Brilliant, smart.
Yeah, but he failed his medicals along the way. So
drugs or in?
Yeah, he got positive.
Hey.
Yeah, what? So,
yeah, it's
fair. So it's crazy. So yeah, every time I think it tells me back because that's what my mom used to tell me. You don't want you to be like that. So you've got to have matric so that when you fail your medicals, you know that you have matric, so you can go back to school and all that.
And the medicals are failed. It's just that we don't hear those stories. But now what about failure of medicals every year?
Yeah, but I was like, hey. So yeah, and now to me, bro, like my whole story, bro, it's crazy, bro. You know, bro, like people seem to doubt God, but I do believe in God because, like I was telling you, I was never like a brilliant amateur at that time. I never went to SA games. I know boxers who went to SA games but never became even an SA champion, bro. Even an SA champion. But for me, now I'm going to world stages. I'm about to be a world champion. That's crazy, bro. Because one thing I took from my grand told me how to pray. And I've been praying a lot. I pray a lot, bro.
So God is real.
God is real, bro, and He's been helping me. He's been helping me a lot, and I wish people could know that God is real. Pray more often. Pray whether it's good or bad. Just pray, man. God will protect you to things that you don't know, bro. Things that you don't know. Because for failing medicals, you might have maybe a girlfriend that you think is yours. You go sleep with someone else, can come back to you, and then you used to her because she's your girl, man. Some things like that, bro. But when you have God protect you, God will protect you from things that you don't even know. Yeah, bro. So I've been fortunate, bro. Like I'm saying, I was going with my friend got shot in the leg, and I never even got a stretch, bro. Yeah, bro.
They fired more than one shot.
I thought it was only one.
Okay, and then
but we were together, bro.
Yeah, but being a kid normal, but because of the belief that you have in God, you believe that He protected you.
Yeah, I've been fortunate, bro. He's been protecting me for some time.
Man,
for some time.
You're blessed.
Truly blessed. That's why I have this tattoo. You see, it's blessed, but it's written blessed.
I see B
L E S E D.
Wow. Dope. And all along it's a flower.
No, bro. Just a blessing in disguise. You see, so I'm truly blessed, man.
And then this one?
This one is a samurai, bro. It's a samurai with scars. It symbolizes all the battles that I've been through life. Samurai symbolizes a warrior. We as boxers, we're warriors, soldiers. Yeah. So it's honor. I wear my scars with honor, bro. So, yeah.
But with God on your side.
Yeah.
Of course, you had to recognize, which there is God, and acknowledge that there is God, and I think with that being said, we must also, recognize Wutini. It's not everyone who has that opportunity to realize that actually God is real. And like God is real. I believe it's not everyone. So man, now with that being said, man, also you place yourself in how can I put it?
You know,
In terms of it's not just something that you had to find God. You have to seek God
I'll
in
go
order
back
for
to
him
that now. Let me just say this first. I listened to Kobe. You know Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant, yeah.
He was in a podcast. He said one guy asked me. How great is God? And Kobe replied, when you can't carry that cross, and he carries that cross for you, that's when you realize, but there is a God. Brother, a lot has happened in my life, but that's why I was like, a lot, brother, but I won't like go into details now. Yeah, but a lot has happened in my life, brother. Like I've been telling you, I come from a tough neighborhood. I've got scars in my body that people don't even know. Yeah, but so God to me, and for me, bro, I was fortunate. I was telling you, I had spent my
wait.
some time
In gangsterism.
No, bro.
Okay.
I've never became a gangster.
Okay.
For one reason, but I used to roll with gangsters.
Yeah.
I never became a gangster because at the back of my mind, gangsters ain't rich. I wanna make money, bro. If I could see like a rich gangster, I would say I wanna be a gangster, but gangsters weren't rich. But it's just that they had respect on the streets.
Okay.
So being with them, which means I also had respect.
Okay.
So I ain't gonna be one of them.
Okay.
To have respect.
Just be with them.
Just be with them.
They respect, yeah.
You see? So, bruh, for me it was like, nah. I can't be poor and still be like, nah,
respected
bruh.
and all that, yeah.
So, and how will my mom take it when she hears that I've done some certain things? Because, bruh, like, she's done a lot for me, man. Like I was saying, I had a PlayStation 2 as a kid. There's nothing that I've ever needed that I never got.
As you were telling me the other day to Mama Koshem, she's been there for you.
Even like okay, even if I'm telling she'll be like, okay, even though she's not gonna give me now, but I know she is gonna give me. Or if she's not gonna give, she'll no, you don't need this, you're not gonna have this. She won't lie and say no. She'll tell me straight, you don't need it, you're not gonna have it. And I'd be cool with the fact that I'm not gonna have it. So,
shout out to your mom.
And the one that introduced me to God was my granny, bro. I used to go to church every day, like literally every day. So my granny used to go to Roman Catholic Church. So then there was calling so where you praise, it's just prayer. You can have your own church, but like you can combine them to pray. And
so the people come and pray only, then they leave.
They pray, sing, and like tell people what God has done for you.
Manifesting.
Yeah, tell God what is done. When you're going through something, ask people to pray for you.
Okay.
So during the week, me and my granny used to go there. Sometimes early as 5 or sometimes late 5.
Okay.
So every day we'd go there. Then Sunday we'd go to Roman Catholic Church. Then later on go to Mtanazweni. So that's when at that time I'm a kid. I just want to be there. And as a kid I had asthma growing up. Yeah, so it's crazy, bro. But yeah, I'll leave that for another day. So
sure.
Yeah, so my granny man introduced me to God, and yeah, bro, I've been going to church, and the only time I realized, but I think I should also start praying is when I was, I think around 2014, 2015. Yeah. I think that's when I started praying more often. Yeah. But growing up, I used to go to church for fun and just being there.
Okay.
But my granny built the foundation and she introduced me to God. So I knew God is real, and she was with us till she was 87 years.
Wow, she's
So
big there.
yeah, bro. So and every time when one of my siblings is going through something, they'd go to her, please pray for me, please do this for me. So yeah, you see, you would see, bro, yeah, God is real. Yeah, bro. So that's when I started like, yeah, I
Amen.
believe in God is real. Then I started praying for myself, and I've been praying ever since, bro. I've been praying. I literally pray every day, bro. So
Man, alhamdulillah, faith. All praise due to Allah, faith. All praise due to God, man. He's real. Yeah,
it's
and me too, faith. I believe in corner. I am where I am right now because of him, faith. I don't wanna give myself any credit, you know. Yeah, man, I just place myself in right places, and God finds you eventually.
You know, it's crazy. People would say God is not real. Like you look at everything that's happening right now, bro. When you'd be like, ish. In order to I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. There is Amakwele and came and stuff. If you don't choose one of those things, you gotta make sure you're with God. But if you're not using either, you won't make it to anywhere. Facts, bro.
Okay, so let's push it over to pro.
Yeah.
First fight, when was it?
First
With whom?
fight, it was 2018.
Yeah.
I think it was 2018. 2018 around April, I think.
Yeah.
So around April, I fought Phumelela Cafu, knocked him out in round 2. So yeah, and I was scheduled to fight.
4 rounds, right?
Yeah, 4 rounds. I was scheduled to fight June.
Yeah.
June against Usiakholwa Kuse. But I was fighting with Judah Fly. He was a strawweight. So then, before the June fight came, my coach got for me those fights that I fought Phumelela Cafu. So ended up fighting Phumelela Cafu.
Yeah.
Knocked him out in round 2. Then go June. Since Kusi was a strawweight and I was a junior fly, I ended up fighting Ulandile Ngeke. He's currently the bantamweight SA champion.
Okay.
Fought him.
How old is he?
He's 20. I think he's 29. 29.
Okay.
So I fought Ngeke. They call him Ikebenga.
Okay.
So I fought him.
Yeah, says London.
Says London. We used to go to the same gym.
Okay.
When I was around there. So I fought him. We fought a draw. One of my toughest fights as a professional. We fought a draw. And then the following fight, I'm not sure when was it. I think it was around September, October. Then I fought forgot his name. But I knocked him out in round 4. It was 6 rounds. I was fighting 6 rounds. I knocked him out.
It was before the 10 rounds.
Yeah. Then at the end of the year, I fought the 10 rounds. I fought Dalisizo Komani.
Yeah.
I think they had about 20 something or 30 fights at that time.
And you only had 3 fights.
I only had 3 fights.
So because I'm doing now basically, ne?
No, baby, so you some. One thing you should, you know, bruh. That's what I always tell people. At the age of 30. I want to make so much money in boxing. When I think of retiring at the age of 30, I should retire. I wasn't like push myself in fight because I don't have any money. The thing is, what promoters do, bruh, is when you're old, because you're old, they take these youngins, they take them, they put them against you so that they can take your ranking, improve themselves.
Right, yeah.
So I don't want to be one of them guys. Imagine a nigga that used to look up to me now is facing me in the ring.
And it's happening
It's
now.
happening.
It's happening.
It's happening. It's happening. So that fight wasn't made for Dalisido. It was made for me. To see if I do what it takes to be one of the.
I never looked at it like that, hey?
It's like that.
Never looked at it like that.
That's why that's what promoters do. Even when I fought Jackson, Jackson was under Kaba promotion.
Yeah.
But that fight, since I was also under Kaba promotion, that fight wasn't made for Jackson. That fight was made for me.
You. Wow, man. And then you win against him. Yeah. And he wasn't your toughest fighter. The toughest one was the second fight.
Yeah, second fight when I fought Snake.
Okay. And then 2019?
2019, I got a promoter. I was promoted by Tatu Elias Chabalala.
Okay.
Fantastic too with John Chabalala. So here I fought Zulile Mia as a flyweight. It was also a tough fight, but what they did is I was pushing for a knockout in round 7, trying to knock Mia out. Then they switched off the lights. It's crazy, but they said the electricity was off. Then it came back after 10 minutes. Imagine. So that's why I'm saying they switch off the light. Then they put them on again after 10 minutes. Because I was about to knock Mia out at that time because I was pushing.
Yeah.
I see who was surviving on the back foot.
You got a profile higher than when?
Zulile Mia, no, bro.
When fine, when you same category in a way, up and coming.
I won't say he was up. He was more experienced boxer than me. I had 4 fights at that time.
Yeah.
I think he had about 12 fights or 13 fights.
So
he lost about 4 fights, maybe.
Then why gave you back to normal life?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure why.
So when they expose
I'm not sure. That's what I'm assuming. There's no way.
It doesn't make sense. 10 minutes.
Sense. Yeah, well,
and then I'll be on low shedding, right?
Yeah, there was no load shedding at that time.
But it's boxing. Hey, I'm a
when the lights came back on, they asked, do you want to continue with the fight or we should go to the scorecards? And I was like, nah, let's continue with the fight. So we continued, the fight ended as a draw. So yeah, and then in September, I fought a guy from Tanzania, can't remember his name.
Yeah. But
I knocked him out in round 4 or 5. That's when I was fighting for the WBF international title. That was my first title.
First title. Okay. No, this is WBA, yeah.
Do you know why this title is special, bro?
Tell me.
Do you follow boxers? Do you follow boxing in Germany?
Now I started mid this year.
You should follow boxers more often. You'd see too many boxers at this belt. Conor Ben, do you know Conor Ben? Conor Ben is this belt. Who's this kid? Kid Floyd Austin has this belt.
Yeah, I know him.
Kid Uyabo.
Yeah.
There's too many boxers. So the reason why I take this belt preciously is because it's one of the WBF was my first title, man. It's kind of special because it was my first title, but WBF is more like a national title to me. It's not an international title because you don't see boxers in other countries fighting for a WBF title.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's only like here in South Africa where you see boxers with the WBF title. But this is sort of like a world title because boxers all around the world do compete for this title.
WBA, yeah.
It's a world title. Yeah. But this is an intercontinental title, just below
world title. Yeah. And it's heavy, in a scene. Yeah.
It's actual leather, bro. So that's why it's so precious to me. And it was the first time I was fighting a Philippine guy, and I destroyed him. Philippine guy. I destroyed him in round 5.
So you fought this against the Philippine
guy, yeah. So that's why this title is so precious to me, man.
So you feel like you went through a real test?
Not a real test, but it was when I realized, damn, I could really actually become a world champion.
So this when you got this title, you saw the vision, clearer.
Yeah, that's
if I can get it WBA international, I'm close to
being a world champion. That's when my mentally settled to being a world champion. Ever since this fight, all that I've been, all that has been in my mind is being a world champion.
Wow. Yes, coach, he's still finishing up.
Yes, uncle.
No stress, coach. And come again? Oh, I didn't find it. I tried looking for it there. And Auntie Tani is not around, and I didn't want to disturb you, coach. It's okay, coach. We're about to finish anyways. Thank you, coach. And okay, you get the title against the Philippine, and then you have another title, right? WBF, WBA, and
The IPF
IPF international,
SA title. Yeah, international title.
and then SA. So now I two at Olokban.
IPF, Tatabuli Branza, one of my toughest fights. It was very tough, but I kind of feel like I made the fight tougher for myself, because since I destroyed the first Philippine, I was like, nah, the Branza is also gonna be easy work. That was so. When preparing, I was like, nah, I wasn't preparing as hard. And also the fight was supposed to happen in at the end of July. 26th of July is my birthday. Then
Okay.
the fight got postponed, and they never really announced the actual date. So kind of like celebrated my birthday. Then as we were coming toward, I think early days in August, they told me the fight is on the 20th of August. So then I started preparing again, but I wasn't like as fully fit as I could have been, bro. But credit to Libranza also. Libranza is a tough dude. Like he showed me flames. Like that was the first time I was ever on a survival mode.
Yeah.
Bro, I was surviving, especially like I think around last round. Not sure.
And you all went for 12 rounds, no?
10. It was 10
Oh,
rounds.
10 rounds, okay.
Yeah, so it was.
The
crazy.
12 round in world title, no?
Sometimes it's crazy because WBA Intercontinental was a 12 rounds,
Yeah.
but the IBF International was a 10 rounds. So
And then Umarachika. I
It's
book 12,
fighting
book 12,
12
yeah,
rounds,
book
the
12,
world
yeah,
champion,
book
so-
12 rounds. Okay, and then he gave you a tough fight, and then he SA Yona
SA is the one that I just got what to say.
last year.
Yeah, it was easy work.
Against?
Against United Stella. I fought United Stella once
Okay.
as amateurs. We fought Eastern Cape's final. We were in the Eastern Cape, we fought Eastern Cape final, and he won the fight. But for me, it was kind of like he was given the fight, because I kind of felt like I won the fight.
Okay.
Because all of my teammates and most people were saying I won the fight. And when I asked him about the fight, he said, okay, at least it could have been a draw. That's when I saw, okay, I actually like won the fight.
Yeah.
But I couldn't go to the SA because we were supposed to go together to the SA games. But I couldn't go to the SA games because I got stabbed. So I was kind of off. I've been through some shit now.
As I said, you're not just a guest, you're a friend of the show. So yeah, a regular here. So you still have to unfold a lot of stories. Yeah, yeah.
Couldn't make it to the SA games. So then me and Stella were facing for the first time. And I'm the one who brought that up, because he never said it that we fought once. I brought it up, but we fought once and he was given the fight.
Yeah.
So for him to be only fighting for SA title now,
After when I saw I'm a panda 3 already.
that says a lot.
Yeah.
So there's no way we're on the same level.
Yeah.
So he was also given the fight. So if he's gonna stand on what we did as amateurs and all the stuff, that doesn't.
It should be
matter.
better than before now.
Yeah, that doesn't matter, bro. And totally different to the athlete I was when I was an amateur.
Yes. So I'm saying if you're obviously you had to evolve. I'm just saying if he genuinely won the fight, mele ngabe ukwelinye izinga than wena. And you to beat him proves that actually you won the amateur.
It's crazy because I told him, like, I actually told him that I'm gonna knock him out. I told him, but the thing is about boxing. I do study my opponents, but I don't pay too much attention to them. I was supposed to fight who's this guy? I think it's a guy from, not sure from Gauteng, here in Gauteng or KZN.
Yeah, what's his name? I forgot it.
I forgot his name. Who's this dude? I forgot his name.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was supposed to fight the dude, but Stella consented. Stella team submitted a late because that guy was number 3, I was number 1. Now Stella was number 2, but they were offered the fight. They didn't take it because of purse issues and all that stuff.
Okay.
Then when they saw I'm gonna fight the dude that's number 3, then Ugcina Makoba was supposed to fight Ugcina Makoba because he was number 3. So they said Stella should be fighting me because Stella is number 2. So yeah.
And then is that the fight that you made 100K in 26
Yeah,
seconds?
So I was supposed
This guy made
So-
was it over 100 or was it 100?
It was 100, bro. So
This guy, guys, he made
they announced the
he made 100 and, yeah.
yeah. So
What? Yes, 100,000, eh?
yeah, bro.
In 26 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 26.
26 seconds. So when I saw that I'm fighting Stella, I was like, okay, cool. And then I started like, I've never like watched Stella ever since he became a professional.
Yeah.
But there was hype around him. I was like, okay. I know it was good, because he was also a good amateur. I know it was good, but I was like shocked with the hype that he's knocking people out. He's got power, speed. And he's gonna beat me, some people were saying. So I was like, okay, let me like go to YouTube, and I searched for the dude and watch his fights. It doesn't losses. I watched his fights and I was like, no way this guy's gonna beat me. No way, bruh. I was like, okay. Then I knew one thing. I knew why. The only thing I knew why I could box him, I could like knock him out. I knew I can punch.
Yeah.
And I knew that he's not good defensive wise. So
Okay.
with all the hype that's going on, he's not used to fighting in big fights. So since he's not used into big fights, I know he's gonna come there and he's gonna make mistakes. And when he makes mistakes, I'm gonna make him pay. And fortunate enough, he made the first mistake, and I made him pay, and the fight was over.
You should have a mistake, Marane.
Yeah, he made the first mistake, and the fight was over.
And you still hold the record, right?
26 seconds. Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a boxer that knocked a guy out for a national title in 26 seconds.
In Africa or in South Africa or in the world?
I'm not sure, but I think in South. I'm
I
not
think
sure
in
about
South
the
Africa,
world.
because there's my Tyson or Kocha.
No, for the national title, bro. Like for also yeah, we have Solani Tete was 11 seconds.
Yeah, but it was a internet.
Yeah,
world.
it was. I think it was an international fight, something like that.
Oh,
But for the national title, yeah,
I
for the
respect.
national titles, bro.
Respect. And my recently fight was with Itesha,
Yeah, I'll
26
send it, I'll
seconds.
send it to you, bro.
And then
Boom! My fellow
Ubabenga left hook, ne?
switching music. Boom on the chin.
Yini?
Switching music.
Akusho mina.
Switching
Yeah.
music, and the fight was over, bro.
And if he comes across this episode, what would you like to say to him?
Hang in there. I believe he has what it takes to be a champion. That's what I told him the other day when we were interviewed. I told him he does have the ability to be a champion, but not at the moment. It's unlucky for him to face me, because I told him that I'm not looking for an SA title. I'm looking beyond the SA title. To him, the SA title is the ceiling, is the roof. Yeah, well, so I'm looking behind. So as we preparing, I'm not looking here, I'm looking there. He was looking here. Yeah, well, so it's the stage, the age is still on his side.
How old is he, do you think?
I think it's the same age as me.
Okay.
So the age is still on his side.
You
Yeah. So he does
match,
he does have time. He will become a champion.
Yeah.
But if he keeps on pushing.
Yeah. And then where we at now?
And you know what's crazy? After that fight, Jackson sent me a clip that Stella was attending therapy after the fight. For real, bro.
So
So
you took his dream in a way.
not that, bro. You know I think he approached the fight could have been competitive. I won't lie to you. I was expecting a tough fight because the way I was preparing for war. You know, when you're preparing, you like, that's what I say, but I'm not always like, when I know I'm going to war, bro, I take debit seriously. I prepare for war. You know? I prepare for war, and I make sure I prepare for war. So as I was preparing for the fight, I was preparing for war, bro. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a fight. I was preparing for war, but he approached the fight with a different mentality of, he's gonna be there to. He's gonna back. He wants me to respect him. Yeah, but so as soon as we step into the ring, he's gonna make sure I earn his respect. Yeah, but so because if you watch the fight, you would see as they said shake hands, it was like boom. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, so as I was walking from my corner, he was already here.
So
After I
undermining it.
Yeah, so he was like, yeah, but so yeah, but I think he never like knew I could really punch that hard. Yeah, well,
Yeah, you shocked him, hey?
yeah, bruh,
You really shocked him. Yeah, and my approach fight in most cases,
yeah.
I would see a punch tola or I would to sometimes
It's the
shock.
shock.
Yeah, it's the shock. Like
The shock.
yes.
Yeah, well, so
Yeah.
for that fight, I worked on my punching power, make sure my punching power is accurate. My speed is in another level. So as I'm progressing, bro, I'm building. You see, for this fight, I'm working on my footwork.
Yeah.
But so I'm always working on the things that I don't have. Yeah, but so I'm always like trying to be better, and I am getting better, bro. So if you did approach the fight with that mentality that they had, I'm not sure the fight wasn't gonna go to terms, obviously, but it wasn't gonna end as early as it did.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure he could have had his moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could have had
Probably
his
got the underning
Yeah, bro.
pet under his sleeves and all
Could have
that.
had.
Okay, and then where we at now?
How?
Sugupi Mash. What's next? What's happening?
Now-
Tell us.
Now I'm going for a world title, bro. I'm fighting for a world title, WBO world
Hey,
title.
WBA, hey.
Yeah. WBO,
So, man,
WBO world title.
boom. Your dream is finally coming true.
Finally coming true, bro. I'm fighting.
Not the way you planned it, but
Yeah, bro.
something.
That's the thing, bro. Things don't happen the way we planned them. It happens the way God plans it for us. So, I'm kind of grateful, man, to be having this opportunity, and I want to thank God a lot, bro, because, yeah, you know, as a boxer and you're not fighting, you get frustrated, you lose it, because, you know, bro, I've been wanting to be a world champion. Like I'm saying, okay, I love boxing, man, but remember the first time I told you I'm here for boxing because I want to be rich. In order to be rich in boxing, you've got to be a world champion. You've got to like fight for decent purses and stuff. So you're busy celebrating that I was fighting for 100K. What if I'll tell you the actual purse that I'm fighting for now? You'd lose it, but I don't want to say it, bro. But as I'm saying, I'm where I wanted to be, bro. So
Right now, you where you always wanted to be.
I'm where I always wanted to be. So you know what I gotta
Dreams
do
do
now.
come true.
Yeah, bro. Dreams do come true, bro. You just like be patient, work hard, and trust God, man, and pray more often, bro. Because without God, shit, none of this would be happening, bro. Okay, credit to everyone around me, Colin, for making this happen. But bro,
Colin is your manager,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, Colin is my manager. But bro, praise to God, bro. Like none of this, like for real, I wouldn't be here, like actually here. It wasn't for him. Well, praise to the Almighty, man. He is the he is. I don't know how to praise him, but yeah, man, yeah. And I think I'm gonna come. I know if I'm gonna come back with the title. The guy I've lost before and he's gonna lose again on the 14th of October.
And you never lost before.
I've never lost, bro. I've never like I took L as an amateur, but never took L as a professional.
And it's not gonna start now.
It's not gonna start now, bro. On that day, the person that's used to losing
I love the
is gonna
confidence.
lose, bro.
Yeah. Okay, kahle la kumele kulose umuntu ojwayele ukulose.
Yeah.
Kahle. God, yes.
Yeah, bro. He knows how to take losses. I don't. I ain't gonna start now, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm going there to win the title and come back with the belt, and hopefully, man.
Except what?
I must tell interview. So let's move.
Sure.
So when come back with the title and hopefully I get a chance to unify the division. Because remember, I've been telling you the guy I was planning to fight was Martinez,
Yeah.
the IBF world champion.
Yeah.
IBF I was rated number 2. Profit I was number 4, but there's no 1 and 2.
Okay.
There was only 3 and 4, which means it was 1 and 2. So I was number 2. So that's where my mind was at, and the WBO was number 3. So I got a chance with WBO instead of getting it with IBF. And now Martinez is the current champion, is the IBF world champion and the WBA world champion. And I'm rated in the IBF and I'm rated in the WBA. Yeah, but so I want to go take that WBO world title.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to call him out and tell them I want those 2 titles also. Yeah, I want those 2 titles also. So I'm going to collect all the shirts.
All
man.
the titles, man.
Yeah.
No, man, you are at the peak
You
of
see,
your
maybe in
trade.
2 years' time when you have me here in the interview, there must be world titles from here to the all 4 titles.
And talking about that, ngibone ugqoke iskin sapha lesi sipink behind BSA website
Yeah.
where we register, we renew our licenses. Did you know?
Yeah, and I've seen that.
I was like,
with the pink hair.
Yeah.
That
I'm like,
picture
this
is
guy is humble. Why are you so humble, champ?
like I said, man.
Like right now, you fought for 100K. Like you made 100K in less than 26 seconds. Now we are fighting for a world title. Crazy numbers. Why are you?
You know what they say, bro. If you not humble, God will humble you. As I'm saying, I'm a Christian. I believe in God very much. So imagine now I walk all highly that I'm me. Imagine what God will do to me. So that's why I try to stay always humble.
So you wanna be a rich, humble boxer?
Dude. Yeah, bro. Rich,
Dude,
humble. Yeah.
No,
For
man.
sure, I want to be rich, bro.
Speak it to existence, man.
I am gonna be rich. Only you see now, the door is open. I know it's not locked. It's open. I just gotta like push the door. It's up to me now. Just gotta like.
But okay, I'm not gonna say this. You're coming back with the title, and that's it. We're gonna have part 3, part 10. Hey, you're not just a guest. You're a friend of the show.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I wish you all the best on your up and coming fight, and you sharp, man. You sharp, your speed. I'm working with you. I see isn't all on and the discipline is there, man. You told me Uti, and again, if you set your mind, Uti, okay, I'll do a session at a certain time, and then you, like for example, you don't get to wake up at that particular time. When you wake up, you still have to, like, you feel guilty. You feel like yeah, something, even though I can also still do something.
You know, I've never lost, man. But that mentality I have is because of if ever I lose, I don't want to say I lost because I didn't wake up and do that session I was supposed to do. Yeah, what if I woke up and did this and this and this? I must know that I lost to a better guy. I've done everything that I could have done. Yeah, well, I don't want to make any
excuses and regrets.
So when I win, I must be like, fuck, I worked so hard for this.
Yeah.
I used to push myself. I never felt like waking up. You know, bro, I love to sleep. You even like when you approached me, I was like, nah, I'm resting today, so I'm gonna wake up late. Bro, I wake up around 5 for a morning run, so I could like go and run, come back and rest, make sure my body is recovered for another session at 12. Come back and rest again, go for another training, maybe training at Boysons or go to Virgin Active and have another session.
Yeah.
So I've got to make sure I train, then my body recovers for another session. So I wake up early, so don't sleep as I usually sleep. So I've got to like make sure. So when I sleep, bro. So I've got to push, bro.
And in training camp, is it going well?
It's going well, man. I can't complain. Preparing very well. and my manager and trainer have come up with a game plan, and I think it's a perfect game plan. It suits me very well. It suits my boxing style, and I think I gotta go there, man, in Tokyo and execute it.
Go there, my brother.
Otherwise, I'm good.
This is the first long episode in my podcast, and I believe it's for a reason. So, if you don't come up with this, if you don't come back with this world title, still, it's gonna be for
There's
a
no
reason.
ifs, bro. I'm coming back with that title.
Okay, when you come,
There's no ifs. Say when I come back with that title.
when you come up
Yeah.
when you come back with this title, that title, yeah, it proves Uti, okay, like not just it proves, but this first long interview, it will like go down in history, man.
You go down in history, man, you'll be like, I interviewed him before he became a world champion.
And it was the longest. Champ, no man, me I'm honored, man, to have a guest like you, humble as you, and who've been through a lot, and throughout everything, man, you still made it at the top. And to me, it reflects like hope. You know, I'm super motivated, Mfethu. I'm super motivated, and I'll see you Sunday. We're training, bro. And that's if you are recovered. But either or, I mean, I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, I'm training Sunday, you know. Bro.
Yeah,
It's-
either or, I'll be here. If you still need to recover, I'll be here and do the drills that we've been working on.
Sure.
And other than that, I don't want to distract you for this fight. Yeah, focus, and you got this, champ.
Good.
Get
And
that
I also
title.
like want to thank you for having me, bro. Giving us a platform as boxers. That's kind of awesome. And I like to thank my manager for making this happen. Bro Gear for sponsoring me with some equipment. Angel Reyes for making sure that I also pull up in good shape because he's also training me. So it's kind of great, man. And also one of my sponsors, Network X.
Yeah.
Yeah, Network X. I've just got a new sponsor, Network X, and shout out to them. And yeah, also Shannon, man. Been working on my speed more often. So yeah, like I'm saying, man, everything's going smooth for this camp. I feel everything I need. My mind is in the right place. Mentally, physically, I think everything, man. Even spiritually, I'll be like there for the fight. So ain't no way I'm gonna lose that fight, bro. No way.
No, man. So cool, man. God will take care of the rest.
Always does, especially for one of his favorites. So I'm good.